This video is going to show you how to adjust the settings for your class in Typesy. First step is click on Classes, select the class you want to adjust, and we're going to go over to Settings in the top panel. There are a number of options here. First option is disable skipping ahead. If you don't want students jumping to different parts of the test, you can disable that by clicking it blue. There is a game section in there. If you're finding this is distracting students, you can turn that off as well. It'll disable it for all students in the class. If that's on, there is a text creation place as well. I would probably leave that off. Students should be logging in using Google, so you should be able to disable the password change, so you should not need to change passwords. And you don't want them changing their username as well. The onboarding, they can skip at the beginning, so it will put them through a typing test. If you don't want students doing this at all, you can disable it here. I would leave it on for older grades. There's also a bit of gamification with pets where they get points and hatch little pets when they complete parts of the typing program. If this is distracting your students, you can disable that here as well. There's a Hall of Fame board, so as they get points, there is a leaderboard. There's a global one, a school one, class one. This one you can turn off completely here. And for allowed profile picture, you can do none or avatar only. I probably would not use photos for this. Last one on this is Spanish. There's a beta version of this. If you want students to be able to type in Spanish, you can keep it on student selected, and then they can toggle that on or off. And you can set class-wide goals as well if you want. Works best with individual goals, but if you want to try as a class, you can put that on. There are a couple other options in the class menu. Enrolling students we're going to do through Google Classroom, but you can, if you have new students added, you can click on it and you can enroll students from that class. You can edit your class details. You can check the Hall of Fame. You can print logins. This you should not need to do as well because we're using Google and Google Classroom. And if you would need to pause access to the class for any reason, you can do that here, and you can delete the class as well if you need to. And again, you should not need to set a class-wide password because we're rostering through Google. There are a couple other options on the left here. You can set a fixed font if you want. I would probably leave that off. There's a couple typing options. Allowing the backspace, I would probably leave these all student selected so they can kind of set it how it works for them. But if there's something like sound that is distracting, you can turn it off here. And I would probably leave these as low as possible as well, depending on the class. Couple controls for word lessons. I'd probably leave these all on student selected for now. And for accessibility, you can just disable the timer, which just takes any time limit off the lesson so students can focus on accuracy instead of speed. Right, so hopefully that helps set up your class for Typesy.